The number one reason why most agents leave their current brokerage is because they got recruited. The value proposition that was shared at the time of the meeting is not what was delivered once the agents joined. The person that recruited you is a W-2'd employee. Typically, they have never done what we do, which is help people buy and sell real estate. They are recruiting based off of theory and what they've learned or what they were told, but really, did they ever apply that themselves and help their own clients buy and sell real estate? You sign up, you show up the next day, you're waiting for all of the bells and whistles that you were told to never show up. You're having to chase down your productivity coach, or your mentor was going to be a top producer, but then you can't get on their schedule because they're a top producer. They're too busy for you. So you become the top producer's assistant. I'm not saying there's not value in it, but are they helping you set up your database, your sphere of influence list, your CRM system, connecting your clients, your prospects, your SOI with their home search experience and their IDX platform? These are the reasons that I hear over and over again from agents is, I joined the office, I feel I got recruited, and everything that was promised me is not being delivered. So here's what I got for you. So for the first time, I am sharing my blueprint of the 30, 60, 90. This is what I want you to do in your first 30 days. Assuming you get this done, I'm going to allow you to go to the next level and do the next 30 days. And if you get that complete, I'm going to give you your final 30 days. And the expectations of these agents that were joining my team, my expectations were 2 to 3 pieces of business in your first 90 days. And if you didn't have 2 to 3 pieces of business, then you're on probation. And you've got 30 days to show me that this is what you want by committing and doing the activities. After that probational period, if we didn't have escrows, then I would say, look, we can still be friends. We're just not going to be in business together. And I would let them go. But now that I've got my own brokerage, I'm not necessarily kicking agents out the door. If they don't do the 30, 60, 90, I'm not saying you're not a good fit for our office. They're independent contractors. I want to see them win, and they will. It's just going to be at their time frame. The 30, 60, 90 is to create a sense of urgency. It's literally a blueprint of how to get into production as quickly as possible. We have many of case studies of success. In fact, we had 7 people graduate from our mentorship program, which is 3 to 4 pieces of business in their first year. Typically, most of them, depending on the sales price, capped. If you're in a luxury market, 3 deals and you're capped, which means you go to 100%. Yeah, we had a few of those too. But the people that find success in this 30, 60, 90, I would say the common thread is it's an agent who was with another brokerage who got recruited and had no guidance, clarity, accountability, or set expectations. So when they join Circle Real Estate and they get this document, they eat it up like M&Ms. They are cranking away. They are thinking like, this is what I was missing. It will help you get the foundation of who you are in your business and why people should work with you. It will give you the confidence that maybe you're lacking because you don't have this collateral, this material. You don't even have a bio about why someone should work with you. You're not sure what your mission, vision, and core values are. This is going to help with all of that. It just depends if you're ready to take it on. So let me share this with you. Let me give you an idea of what this looks like. So let's look at this. 30, 60, 90, your blueprint to success at Circle Real Estate. Follow this plan diligently, and you should generate 2 to 3 pieces of business within your first 90 days. Table of contents, time blocking, training, lead generation, working your sphere of influence, working cold leads, setting up your tools and systems and drip campaigns, your buyer drip campaign, your 13 by 13 video campaign, your sellers campaign, getting your smart list in your CRM system so you know who to focus with, digital tools and branding, your mission, vision, core values, why they should hire you, your digital presentations for buyers, your digital presentation for sellers, leveraging this system also for your offer representation. Do you have a buyer pre-listing and buyer's consultation package? What about a Google business page? Do you have a calendar if people want to set an appointment with you? Is that hooked up? Getting your domain names because you are the business and getting your Google workspace all set up. So as we go down, now we're going to break it down and let's get granular. What about training? In order to be available for trainings, you got to get your calendar on point. This is an example of my calendar, and I talk about why time blocking is so important and what goes in your calendar. It's an appointment with yourself. If it's not in the calendar, it doesn't exist. There are rules to this game. If you erase, you must replace, right? This is our weekly training schedule. Here's lead generation, your fast track to lead generate through open house, internet leads. We have Zillow Flex. We also have Circle Flex, which has a database of 30,000 leads. Your number one pillar, your number one lead generation should be your sphere of influence. This is the foundation of your business. What does that mean? We've even got in here an Excel spreadsheet. This is how you collect first name, last name, address, phone numbers, and emails. And here's what you're going to send them and how often you're going to send it to them. If you care to see my program, I've got a hyperlink right here. This is mine. This is what I send them in the month of January, in February. This is the cost that's associated with it. When do I do client appreciation parties? Who's responsible for getting the event off of the ground? Who gets invited to these events? When do the invitations need to go out? Who's sponsoring it? Pro tips for success. I made a move. When you join our office, I've even written the letter out for you. All you got to do is mail merge your database. Here's the letter. That should get out in your first 30 days. Here's the Brian Buffini system that I follow. Cold leads, what do we do with them? How do we convert them? What information do we need? How do we track our lead sources? Why is that important? What are our engagement strategies for buyers? How do we engage with sellers? What are follow-up best practices are? And how often should you follow up with them? Drip campaigns. Many of you don't have buyer drip campaigns. Here's my 13 videos. And you know what? Yep, we transcribed my videos for you. And here they are. Here's buyer drip number 1, buyer drip number 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to 13. What's really cool? When you're done recording your videos, all you have to do is upload it into Google Drive right here. In our video editor, Goldie, she's going to splice and dice and make you sound like what you're talking about. She's essentially going to put together a 59-second reel used for TikTok, Reels, YouTube Shorts. More importantly, we want you to build out your YouTube channel. And then you're going to do the same for your seller drips right here. Yep, we got them transcribed. Here's an example of what my drip campaign looks like. And when you're all done with all of that, guess who's going to stitch it all together? Yeah, you guessed it. Another virtual assistant is going to go ahead and create your template emails for 13 different video emails for your buyer campaign. They're going to stitch them together and they're going to have the sequence go out every single day for 13 days straight. And we're going to do the same thing with your sellers. Smart List and Follow-Up Boss. Why use Smart List? We even created the Smart List, these buckets for you. All you got to do is log into your system, and whoever's in bucket number 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, your goal is to zero out that number. This is it. We've got it all in this document. I'm sharing this because a recruit who's with another brokerage who I just met with said, what brought me here, Scott, was the 30, 60, 90 that you spoke about on Zoom. So I wanted to learn more about it. I like what I hear. Can I see the 30, 60, 90? I said, sure. He didn't think I had some sort of document. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to shoot a video around this and post it on social media so you can see firsthand what is Circle Real Estate's value proposition and what is my commitment to you in giving you this 30, 60, 90. I'm not just going to hand it to you and say, good luck. I'm going to hold you accountable every Tuesday at 1 o'clock. I meet with any agent who wants to meet with me on the 30, 60, 90 every Tuesday at 1 o'clock. I can promise you this. If you show up every Tuesday at 1 o'clock and you show up to script practice 3 days a week, and if you're a brand new agent and you show up to our mentorship coaching every week, there is no doubt in my mind you will have 3 to 4 pieces of business. No doubt. It just depends if you have the discipline to continue to show up day in and day out. If the answer is yes, we should meet. And I would love to have you as another success story as the other 7 who graduated in 2024. I want to celebrate you at our next awards banquet as a graduate. I'm ready when you are. Let's get at it. Talk to you later.